in this video I will be showing you how to make 3 Halloween treats. They're fun and easy to make, so let's get started. To make these mummy popcorn balls, you're going to need butter, popcorn, mini marshmallows, lollipop sticks, white chocolate, and black gel icing. First, in a saucepan over low heat, melt the butter, then add the marshmallows and stir until the marshmallows have completely melted. Next, add the popcorn and stir until the mixture is evenly coated. Then remove the mixture from the heat and allow it to cool slightly. Then you can start forming your popcorn balls. Also, be sure to lather your hands in some butter or cooking spray so that the mixture doesn't stick to your hands. After you've done that, you can then place a lollipop stick into each popcorn ball. Then break apart a white chocolate bar and heat this in the microwave in 10-second intervals, stirring in between until the chocolate has completely melted. I then transfer the chocolate into a squeezy bottle, but if you don't have one, you can totally use a Ziploc bag and snip off the tip. Next, drizzle the chocolate over the popcorn in strips so that it looks like a wrapped mummy. And obviously the strips don't have to be perfect, as long as it has an overall wrapped mummy sort of look, that's perfectly fine. Then let the chocolate harden. And finally, using the black gel icing, add 2 big eyes. And there you have adorably cute mummy Halloween treats. To make these marshmallow spiders, you are going to need wax paper, large marshmallows, bright white candy melts, a squeezy bottle, black gel icing, and vegetable shortening. First, add some shortening to the candy melts and heat this in the microwave in 30-second intervals, stirring in between until the candy melts have completely melted. And this is the consistency you want it to be. Then transfer the candy melts into the squeezy bottle. Now very simply, make an X on the wax paper and add 2 lines on both sides of the X. Then place a marshmallow in the center. After it's had a couple of minutes to dry, carefully peel it off the wax paper and using the candy melts, add 3 dots for its eyes. Let that dry for a couple of seconds, then to finish it off, using the black gel icing, add 3 black dots on top of the white dots. I then decided I wanted the legs to be longer, so I went back and did that. I also think by not having the legs be in a straight line, it adds more character to the spider. And that's how to make marshmallow spiders. I think they are adorable and are perfect to top off your hot chocolate. To make these witches' cauldrons, you are going to need tapioca dyed green, but if you don't want to use tapioca, you can use pudding or jello, wax paper, black candy melts, vegetable shortening, small balloons, bright white candy melts, a skeleton candy mold, Halloween sprinkles, and a squeezy bottle. First, melt the bright white candy melts with some vegetable shortening, and this is the consistency you want it to be. The candy melts should glide off the spoon easily. Transfer the candy melts into the squeezy bottle and fill in the molds. Give it a few taps on the counter to help the candy melts settle into the cavities and to get rid of any air bubbles. Then place the mold in the fridge for the candy to harden. After it's hardened, simply give it a twist and the bones should pop right out. Be careful not to overhandle them, otherwise they will start to melt. Blow up the balloons using a balloon pump and make them small, not full size. Then melt the black candy melts with some shortening. This time the consistency shouldn't be as thin as before. It should look like this and sort of come off the spoon with a small shake. It's very important that you leave the candy melts to cool a bit before you dip the balloons because you don't want the balloons to be popping. Once the candy melts have cooled down, you can then dip a balloon and carefully coat all the sides, and don't worry if the edges don't match up because you can fix that later. Then place this on top of a cookie sheet lined with wax paper. Try your best to bring the chocolate more than halfway up on the balloon. Once you've coated all the balloons, you can then place this in the fridge for the candy melts to harden. To remove the balloon, pop it with a needle, then carefully pinch and twist the balloon off the bowl. To even off the tops of the bowls, dip a butter knife into some boiling water, wipe off the excess water, and run this over the tops of the bowls. The heat from the knife will melt the candy melts and help you make the tops even. Then you're ready to assemble. Into each bowl, place some cold tapioca, then add some skeleton bones, and Halloween sprinkles. And finally, for the final touch, to turn these bowls into cauldrons, melt some more black candy melts, and with a toothpick, add a handle on both sides. And now you have witches' cauldrons complete with skeleton bones and Halloween goodness sprinkled in. So those are my 3 Halloween treats. I hope you like them. Thanks for watching and happy Halloween! Uh-oh. It exploded! No!